Welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, the world's leading authority on childcare marketing, mindset, expansion, and profitability. Our host, Brian Duprey, is the world's most sought-after childcare coach, having helped tens of thousands of childcare owners from around the globe take their business to the next level. Let's welcome to the Childcare Genius Podcast, our host, Brian Duprey.
Hello, and welcome to the Childcare Genius Marketing Podcast. I am your host, Brian Duprey, talking about all things marketing. It is Friday, and it's January 2025. So excited, brand new year, brand new you. We're going to talk a little about marketing today. We're going to talk about social media posting and marketing. Social media, you either love it or you hate it. I'm not a big social media fan. I think social media has its place. I think it's done a lot of damage in the world, but I also think it's done some good things as well. But we're going to talk about today about the positives of social media and how you could use it to your advantage. And if you want more information on this, you can go to our website at childcaregenius.com. We have more information, especially under the marketing services tab, about social media posting and marketing. We have a few blogs in this area as well. If you go to the blog section of our website, you could read some of the blogs we have about social media. But the biggest $1 million question is, how often should you post on social media? That's a good question. How often should you post? You can't post too much, but you can post too little. So that's probably the good rule of thumb in there, is you can't overpost, but you can definitely underpost. 3 to 5 times a week is probably a good reasonable amount to post something in there. Post relevant information. Don't just keep posting job openings or children openings. Those will get kind of boring after a while. People want to see variety in their site. Posting kid pics are good. Reels, videos, those are excellent. They drive engagement. Things that you're doing in the community. The fire trucks come, police, CPR, teaching CPR to the kids, or anything really unique that sets you above the competition is something you're going to want to show off on your page and drive engagement to. And one thing you want to do is ask your employees to always like all your posts in your Facebook page. Ask them to be fans of yours and like every single post, because that'll help drive engagement to other people. Facebook's algorithm is very stingy. It doesn't show it to a lot of people unless people show it to other people or like it. So it tests it a little bit with a few people. So if you're in staff, all of a sudden start liking your page, it's going to show it to more people, and then more people like it, it's going to show it to more people. So you could trick the algorithm a little bit, have your employees share it, have your employees like it, comment on it. That's another good way to drive engagement. So you could actually fool the algorithm a little bit by engaging it yourself. You could also boost your posts if you've got really relevant. Throw a couple dollars a day on a boost. $10 total, $2 a day for $5. Will get you there, or $5 a day for 2 days. That's $10. You could do that as well, and it'll boost it to your audience more than likely, or you could set a custom audience. There's different ways to do it, but you want to it's basically driving your brand awareness to lots of people, and that's what you want to do. So you can use boosting to help drive your brand awareness. Now, we found that advertising is actually better, but boosting is more for the layman. Advertising is more for the experienced, meaning that it's a lot harder to advertise on your own than it is to boost on your own. And again, I went back a couple weeks ago and I talked about hiring a professional. And this is something that we do at Childcare Genius Marketing, is we do professional advertising with social media, and we know how to work with the algorithm on Facebook and manipulate it in a way to get you the best delivery to the most amount of people at the lowest possible price. It's definitely save money over doing it yourself. Doing social media marketing yourself is like doing your own car maintenance. I've talked about that analogy before. You want to drive traffic to your page and get the phone to ring. And, of course, you could advertise on your own. Facebook will take your money all day long, but are you putting it in front of the right people to make the right decision? That is what's important. If you see my Childcare Genius ads for our childcare Genius Live conference a lot, probably in your newsfeed, because I'm marketing. I'm spending money doing what I'm teaching other people to do. So if you see my ads come up a lot, that's what we could do with you as well. We could show you how to get your ads delivering to your customer. So if ask yourself, what have you done and is it working? If you're not full with a wait list, something you're doing is not working. So why not look to make a change? If the current marketing company you have is not delivering, time for a change. If maybe you haven't spent any money on marketing, maybe it's time for a change. Again, this is all stuff you can do on your own, but you could also fix your car yourself. And sometimes it's not always the best. You could diagnose, go to WebMD and diagnose that big lump you have in your arm too, but it might be better to go to a doctor. Sometimes it's better to hire a professional and cheaper in the long run. So social media is great if you do it when you need to for advertising, if you do it for social media, for brand awareness. Make sure you're always connected to Instagram and post everything you post on Facebook can go to Instagram automatically. Facebook does own Instagram. So you want to be able to advertise on both mediums and know each one really well. So childcaregenius.com is where you can go for more information. And if you would like to get on a call with me and talk about your social media, talk about your advertising, talk how we could save you some money and show you how we could deliver for you better and get your school full, get on a call with me. I will walk you through this. Go to childcaregenius.com and go to the marketing services tab. And at the very top, you'll see inquire now. And just hit inquire now and you'll get on my calendar. You can book a 30-minute call with me and we'll go over your marketing. We'll see if there's any changes that need to be made. I'll give you some suggestions. Not trying to sell you anything. But if I give you some suggestions and if you get you in the right direction doing it yourself, great. If you say, you know what, Brian, I think I'd rather have you do it. Well, we could do that for you too. So we could figure out what you need and work on your needs. So again, childcaregenius.com, and we hope to help you out. So hope everybody has a great rest of your day. Thank you for taking time out of your busy life to come over to the Child Care Genius Marketing Podcast. I am Brian Duprey. I'm your amazing, humble host, and I will talk to you next week for the next edition of the Child Care Genius Marketing Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Child Care Genius Podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please do us a favor and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a future episode. Don't forget to visit our website at childcaregenius.com to see a list of services we offer to help grow your child care business. Until next time, thank you for being a part of the Child Care Genius community.